This video is to show you how to play the jig, which is the second piece in the Vamoosh book. Okay, as you can see here, the notes here are actually filled in, but if you want to colour them in the right colours behind or go over the writing in the right colours, so D's are reds, A's are blues. There's only two types of notes, so we're only using the D and the A string. So there are different ways of starting to learn this. If you put the backing track on and you do it with where your body is. So we have D's as the D's on your knees, A's are on your shoulders. So we go D, 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 A, 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 D, 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 A, D, D. We can have a go at clapping and singing the notes. D, 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 A, 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 D, 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 A, A, D, D. And you can do both of those with having the backing track on. Then when the students are first learning it, having the violin on their lap so they can actually see the strings, it's quite useful. And they can also see the colour code on the other side of the bridge. So, D, 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 and then when they've got used to holding the violin in playing position, we go up onto our shelf, have the left hand holding it into the more secure right hand plucking position, get the thumb up, thumb down, onto the fingerboard, point the finger to the sky, waggle your elbow so that it's nice and ready. Make sure the elbow level changes for when they're doing the D and the A strings. It shouldn't be down there and they're just doing it with their finger. Make sure that the elbow stays in line with the wrist and the arm. So it goes D, 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 A, 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 D, 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 A, A, D, D. Okay. The backing track is quite fast, so I would do all the other sort of the singing, the clapping, doing it on the laps before you put it up into playing position. And if they play it through a few times in playing position without the backing track, just to get the coordination of the finger and the elbow working, then that should help.